My name is Giovanni Cabrera. I'm 18-0 as a professional fighter, future lightweight champion of the world, and my family is from León, Guanajuato. Boxing is a big part of Mexican culture. It highlights, what is great about our race. We're hardworking, we're disciplined, we're some of the bravest people on the planet. I guess it's always been in my blood. I was 16 years old. I had just been watching, I was at a fight party of one of my family friends, and we saw Manny Pacquiao versus Miguel Cotto. And everyone around the room was clapping and cheering, like, oh my God, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And I looked up to Manny Pacquiao, and I was like, wow, I want that respect, that admiration, the glory, the energy that everyone had amongst the fights and the event was incredible. So I've always had an eye for that, and my vision was to become someone like him. The biggest challenge is stepping up. A lot of fighters tend to kind of curate their careers over taking safe fights, kind of doing smart matchmaking. I have decided to go back to the real roots of Mexican boxing, of the great champions of the past, and fight the best that I could. I have beaten 7 undefeated fighters, which is the most in boxing history. I just signed, thanks to my manager, Steve Fader, a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. So both of those will all be on the ESPN cards. And if you don't know Top Rank and Bob Arum, he is one of the greatest promoters in the world, probably the oldest still around, and he had promoted Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Muhammad Ali. Come back to LA and to be in the legendary Wildcard Gym, the greatest gym in the world, and to be under the tutelage of the greatest trainer in the world, Freddie Roach, who has trained many, many world champions. Being here gave me the opportunity to actually go over 40 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, the legend himself. I took that experience and it really brought me to the next level. I know that I belong with the best in the world and I can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Boxing really gave me a way to express myself, really to show who I am, because nobody could take my loss from me. My destiny's in my hands. It's my rejection to what is expected of me. I don't have to do what you say. I don't have to fit the mold of what society tells me I should do. I take destiny into my own hands. I train hard and I fight the man in front of me. And I dictate what happens, and I believe that's very empowering. It's very liberating, especially as a Mexican-American first generation coming to this country. My father came seeking to make a better life, and now his son is going to be champion of the world soon. You have to be able to work hard. You have to be able to work harder than your opponents. Mike Tyson used to get up at 5 in the morning just because he knew that his opponents weren't getting up at that time. So I take that, every time they tell me to do 5 rounds on the bag, I'll do 5 rounds on the bag, and then I'll do 2 rounds for me. And I know my opponent isn't doing that, so that's what I strive for, to work harder than everybody else. I guess the third would be to be intelligent, Don't just act on pure bravado. You have to be smart, you have to be strategic. A smart fighter will beat a brute fighter any day. Some of the great champions like Juan Manuel Marquez have proven that, Nothing is gonna be working hard. Don't get discouraged and believe in yourself. Study film, study a lot of boxing, study the greats. Pick the ones that inspire you the most and try to be like them. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, because everyone is capable and everyone has greatness inside them.